I'm recording this meditation the morning after a particularly potent spring equinox ritual circle. And it's a sunny day, and the bees that we tend are preparing to swarm. The hive is absolutely packed with thousands of bees, and we can see that they've made mother cells, queen cells, so as to prepare the hive to create a new colony after the current mother swarms. So the current mother or queen will swarm with about half the colony. She'll take half the colony of bees with her, and they will endeavour to create a new home in a new place, make new babies, make a new life. And there's a tremendous amount of energy that's gone into this. We've noticed the hive building and building, growing, creating more comb, more honey. Because when the bees leave, they will fill their bellies with honey before they go, so that they can survive a couple of days in the wild before they find a place, create new comb, collect pollen, make nectar, make honey to feed new bees. So we all know, we humans know, that moving home takes a lot out of us. It's a very stressful thing to have to do. And this is the energy of spring. That's when most swarms will happen, in spring. And that gives the new colony time to establish itself before winter comes again, with a dearth of food and a dearth of energy. And so watching this cycle really puts me in tune, or invites me to get into tune with my own energy cycle. I can feel my sap rising. I can feel myself emerging from my winter hibernation. And at the same time, I can feel the pull back into the earth, the pull to rest, the pull to sleep. The energy is not quite all there for a full blooming, although some petals are emerging, some pollen is starting to sprinkle itself about. I'm still needing to come back to rest. So I share this as some wisdom that's arisen around how we manage energy around this time of year, or maybe at any time when there is both a need to blossom and root at the same time. And this seemed to be illustrated very well by the activity I was doing yesterday in the garden, which was putting compost around the roots of the fruit trees. So that's something else that we do at this time of year. We take compost and we feed the roots, even as the blossom is preparing to make fruit. So my question is, how are you feeding your roots, even as you are blooming? How can we feed our roots so as to make new fruits? So I'd like to invite you now back into the body and perhaps experience this on an energetic level. We're always about the blossom, right? Always about the fruits, always about productivity. That's what our culture, the global culture, demands of us. I might say patriarchal culture, colonial culture, capitalist culture. And what would a feminine matriarchal culture request of us? We don't know. That's the truth. We don't know. But imagine that coming down and in was a thing that we do to counter the going up and out, a counter balance, which again is something that the equinox time of year is all about, the balance. So yes, there is activity around the head space, and what about the throat space? What about the heart space? Take your time. What about the belly space, the navel space, the womb space? By which I mean the creative space, whether there is a womb organ or not. This is the center, just below the navel, of our creative energy. And can we send our imaginations even deeper into pelvis, into legs, into feet, into the earth? So even as maybe our queen energy ups and leaves, new projects, new plans, how do we sustain ourselves? How do we make new queen cells, new queens, new mothers that stay behind and look after what is left, look after what is to come, what is to be next year, next season, or even tomorrow. So there's the tendency in our culture, as soon as we have some energy, to get up and use it, spend it. There's a sense that the way we use money is how we use energy as well. Spend it until we're overdrawn, in debt. And what would it be instead to conserve some, to save some, to pool some energy deep in the well of our being for tomorrow? the next season, for the next year or the next generation. The next generation of ourselves. So I have a small suggestion of resting just a little bit longer than we think we need to. Saving just a little bit more than we think we can. Resting a little bit longer. A little bit longer, a little bit deeper. So that we don't enter a period of energetic drought. We don't exist in a period of energetic debt and lack. Instead, we store energy in the ground of us, in the ground of our being, for an abundant flow, sustainable energy. And with that, I'll leave you to rest a little longer. I hope you have time. I hope you can make time. Thank you.